What's up, everybody? ArrgThePirate here, and today we're gonna play a little Poseidon. Now, again, I'm by no means a Poseidon expert, but holy moly does this guy delete people. Now, the build I'm going for is Mage's Blessing, Magic Focus, 2 healing potions, and 1 mana potion. Now, I'm terrible, so I forgot to pick up my consumables, but that's what you should start out with. And then I've got Shoes of the Magi, Spear of Desolation, Soul Reaver, Book of the Dead, Hide of the Urchin, and then Eternal Staff for my last item. And then I'm going to build my relics, Aegis, and then I actually pick up Meditation Cloak because for whatever reason I cannot maintain mana with Poseidon, but that's kind of the build I'm going for. Now, of course, we have to go over his kit, and first up we have Changing Tides. Poseidon movement speed is increased and his abilities do more damage the higher his tide level is. Successful basic attacks increase his tide level and abilities decrease it. So you can see that kind of little gauge above his head. You want to keep that as full as much as possible. Now, next up we have his one Tidal Surge. Poseidon summons force, a wave that travels in a line, dealing damage and pushing all enemies back in its path. The tide meter is decreased by 30% every time you use this. Next up we have his 2 Trident. Poseidon activates his Trident, gaining movement speed and making his basic attacks fire 2 additional shots that spread for 6 seconds. These shots deal magical damage plus 20% of Poseidon's magical power. All shots increase the tide on successful hits, so you can really use this to crank up that tide meter. Next up we have his 3 Whirlpool. Poseidon summons a Whirlpool at the ground target location that cripples targets, preventing movement abilities, and pulls towards the center, dealing magical damage every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds. And it reduces his tide by 20%, so a little bit less. And lastly, we have Release the Kraken. The burst, guys. Poseidon releases the Kraken, dealing damage and slowing targets in a radius. Enemies enter the center of effect when it spawns, take additional damage, and are bound into the air and are stunned. Guys, you do 4, 3, 1, they're dead. They stand no chance. The burst is unreal, guys. Alright, enough about that. I still don't have consumables because I'm terrible, but hey, no problem. We already picked up a kill, and man, we're starting off strong. And one thing about Poseidon is, you know, he doesn't have like a real movement speed, you know, an escape. You can kind of think of him kind of like Raw, where you use abilities or you use basic attacks and you gain movement speed. And, you know, it's a little bit opposite with Raw. You use abilities and gain that, but really you want to keep that meter up as high as possible. And then when you go into an engagement, you blast everything. Use that Trident and get it filled back up. That way you're full, doing tons and tons of damage. Now, you do have to lead his one a little bit, and you can see there we missed with that one there. And since this is, you know, one of my first games with Poseidon, okay, it clicked. You know, lead those targets, and it does have that slow movement speed. So just be aware of that. And it does have that displacement, so you can use it to back people up or whatever. Now, unfortunately, Rat dies right in front of me, and there's not a whole lot I can do, but, you know, hey, let's just play safe. We don't have any pots, so let's not take any poke, and let's just kind of push this wave. You know, we're using that 2 to kind of get damage on everything and stay at a long distance. And hey, you know what? The enemy Vulcan goes in here, and I'm gonna chase him down. I'm tired of dealing with him. We're gonna show him what's what. We use that one straight through the wall. We're able to get a second kill. Oh man, feels great. Let's go back and pick up some consumables now. Now we are able to head back, you know, no big deal at all. Since we got rid of their mid laner, that's going to free me up to rotate, or, you know, just back and, you know, be safe about it. Then I'm actually going to rotate to the solo lane. After we push that wave, Kronos is out. We're going to go ahead, throw that tide pool down, and then you see we lead him with our one. Easy kill. Easy kill, guys. Awesome. 3-0, you know, with just a few minutes into the match. It feels great, man. And we're starting off very, very strong. Now we got to get back to our mid lane as quickly as possible. And now my tide is very low. You can see that movement speed definitely hurts, but no big deal. Let's get that tide stacked up. We take that little bit of poke from Vulcan, but hey, no problem at all. Let's just keep maintaining this lane, keep pushing it. I'm going to throw that tide pool down. Whenever he puts a turret down, I'm going to throw that down because I do way more damage to his turrets than the minions do, and we're able to take it out, no problem. And sure enough, just keep this pressure up. Now, we are a little bit far in this lane, and just like in Paragon, guys, I would always say, you know, don't cross the river. And that kind of shattered path right in the middle, don't cross that. If you cross it, you're dead. And you'll see we do that here in a minute. Stay at the halfway point, turn around, because you're getting out of position, especially if you're playing a god that does not have an escape like, you know, Zeus or Ra or Poseidon even. Now we go in, we use our ultimate. We miss our one. That is unfortunate, but no problem. We're going to go in onto this Vulcan. We Aegis that bomb. We're able to take him out, and then their Thanatos shows up and deletes me. But hey, we took down their mid lane again. Keeping him shut down is huge. We did kind of trade there, you know. It's definitely not worth it. But hey, I'm bullying this Vulcan, guys, and it feels awesome. Now, and then I actually feel really bad about, you know, just bullying this team, so I'm going to let them kill me. Okay, not really. I just get caught out. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. You see, I cross this mid lane just like in Paragon. I'm going to end up crossing this, you know, pushing a little bit far forward. We get caught out and we're dead. You know, all there is to it. We're dead. And that's just getting caught out of position. And with so many gods having the ability to jump over ledges, things like that, you know, Thanatos, he just walked up behind me, but that's it, guys. We get deleted. Sure, my team does end up managing to pick up Vulcan there, but it's not worth it. We just gave him a kill for nothing, and you know, it feels bad. Now, once I spawn back in, you know, our T1 in our duo lane's being pushed, so I kind of start heading that way, and then I see, hey, the minions cleaned it up. Let's let our ADC get that farm. I'm going to head to mid lane. You know, this is my lane. You know, I want to get the farm here. Let my ADC get the farm in his lane. I'm going to head over to Kronos. You know, we've got a significant gank over here. I end up using my ult, but Tyr pushes him out. Oh, feels bad. And then Thanatos shows up, and I'm done. I'm gone. Those hurt so bad. Oh, I'm almost thinking about putting on some armor for my third item. Oh, the damage. And then Rat ends up going in. Oh, he misses a couple abilities, and he gets deleted. Oh, feels bad. Feels real bad, man. Hopefully we can come back from this. You know, we're getting significant damage on our mid lane tower. Oh, just feels bad. 2 bad plays back to back on my part. Oh, just terrible. Now, once I spawn back in, I'm going to head over to our duo lane. You know, our duo lane it's struggling a little bit. We're having a lot of team rotation to cover lanes, things like that. So, I need to be there. We go ahead and lead that, Arterio, whatever her name is. We missed it, though. Oh, feels bad. But I'm going to go ahead and ult this Neith. You know, she's low. We end up deleting her. And then Thanatos comes in. Great. You know, Capri got his ult on me, so hey, let him kill me. I'll come back with more health. That's awesome. Great ult on his part. Oh man, great job. And you know, hey, we got a couple of kills there. Everybody survived. That great plays all around. You know, this match, we're not concentrating on towers as much in this beginning stage. We're really getting those kills. You know, you can see there's not a whole lot of damage on the enemy's towers, even though we are ahead. We're really rotating, getting those kills, getting everybody fed, which I would definitely like to see a little more objective play. But, you know, hey, as long as we're doing something positive, we're doing okay. Now from here, I'm going to clean up this lane, and then I head to red. Go ahead, pick up my red, and then I pick up this side camp. And you see here, I was just making sure my meter was stacked up. No big deal. Vulcan ends up heading out, and then I see both them show up. So I've got my ultimate ready, but you know, I'm not going to use it. I just in case we can knock them out. You know, I do know Thanatos is over there on that side, so we definitely have to be aware of that. Sure enough, he heads in here. You know, Rat's right beside us. We're able to hit him with that ultimate. You can see I damaged that ultimate. He wasn't even in the middle either. Oh, man, that thing, it's so hard. And we're able to push them back, you know, which is great. their Vulcan uses his ult there, and we're able to get out of that, you know, no problem. We're going to push this lane, you know, and we prevented his back there, which, you know, that's awesome, and that's going to actually allow me to back, keep him in lane a little bit longer. That means I get back to lane a little bit faster. Now, when I spawn back in, I'm going to head over to our duo lane. You can see there's a big fight in the duo lane. I'm getting there as fast as I can, but my team ends up going down. And if you see here, I'm going to go around the back side of the tower, guys. Don't go into the front side of the tower. That's just asking to be deleted. And, you know, they might have been able to pick this tower up easy peasy. But, you know, hey, we go around the back side. We're able to pick it up. Great job. You know, that we survived. We saved the tower. That's awesome. Thanatos is in our jungle taking our camp, so I want to prevent that. I'm going to go ahead and try to ult these camps, take that out, and then Thanatos, he hits me. It goes back to full health because, you know, Thanatos is completely balanced, and we did manage to Aegis and prevent us from dying, but we end up going down anyways. Oh, it feels bad. But hey, you know, we picked up that Thanatos kill. We finally shut him down, and you know, we're in a 3v5 situation. My team, you know, has taken a couple of them out, and it's just me down. So, you know, hey, no problem. And here now, this is where I'm going. Maybe I'll pick up that meditation cloak because I am, you know, I'm dying. If I would have had meditation cloak right there, we would have survived that. And, you know, I've been getting low on mana, things like that. I'm thinking it's a good pickup, but, you know, of course, if the team has a ton of CC, beads is always great. Now, we end up spawning back in, heading down mid lane. You can see my team is fighting over kind of towards that gold giant, or the gold fury area. I use my ultimate there and kind of zone those gods out. Sure enough, we're able to take out that RDO, we're able to take out Vulcan. You know, that's great. Unfortunately, Thanatos is behind us, and he's able to take out our ADC. But hey, well, let's go in on this. Let's prevent him from doing anything else. Sure enough, we're able to wrap that up, guys. We're starting to come online. We're starting to really do some work, and my team's got some great teamwork. You know, now's the time. Let's pick up a tower. We haven't had a tower down yet. Let's get this mid-lane tower and really start making these rotations, you know, worth it a little bit more. When you start rotating and towers aren't down yet, you know, it can be very difficult to actually, you know, capitalize on that because you've got to get back to your lane. So you might get a kill, but you're losing a tower. And you see there, we downed that tower, took out Kronos. We're making plays, guys. 9-4-2 feels great, especially since you know, I have been worried about playing Poseidon because I'm just not good enough. I need an escape, and you know, kind of learning how his passive works. You know, he feels a lot more solid once you realize that's where your movement speed is. Now, we do have an engagement here in mid, so let's get over there. Let's try to make something happen. We go ahead and throw that Whirlpool down. Throw that whole down. Whoa, where did Neith go? Oh my god. Where'd she go? She just got deleted, man. Oh, it feels good. And then Capri staying in on this. You know, we really should back up. And Thanatos shows up. Just deletes him. Oh, feels bad. Our rat is going in, though. He's able to secure that kill. Thanatos is back to full health, though. But he's got two guys chasing him. Hopefully they can take him out. You know, I probably would have left that alone, but man, they go in and they're actually able to take him out, and that's great. That is awesome play on their part. You know, it was a 2-for-2 trade, or a 2-for-3 trade. You know, it worked very, very well in our favor, and that's great. I'm able to throw on that Soul Reaver, and hey, let's keep cranking out the damage, guys. Now, once we spawn back in, we've got a fight going in our duo lane. You can see my duo lane, they're trying to take down that T1, and there's kind of an enemy collapse. So I'm going to go in on that back side of them, hopefully get a great ult off, take a couple of them out. We're able to take out that Vulcan, no problem at all. You know, unfortunately, Neith and RDO, they're able to get out, but hey, that's quite all right. And check it out, guys. I've got my meditation cloak on. I hit the wrong relic, but hey, we're able to hit that meditation cloak, heal people up. That's awesome. Now, their Thanatos, I'm trying to cut him off. we misjudged those abilities. Oh, feels bad. He's going to be able to get out. But hey, let's go ahead and head over to Gold Fury. Let's take it out. And, you know, that's great. Let's go ahead and secure Gold Fury while my team, you know, while we've got them on the run. Now's the perfect time. But we have to be aware. You see Chronos shows up. We have 2 of our gods peel off to deal with him. We're going to stay on the Gold Fury, and sure enough, we're able to take it out. That great job on my team's part. And you see that peel. That's exactly what you need when going in on Gold Fury. You need gods to peel off. You know, we're not too worried about Chronos' burst and taking out that Gold Fury, but if someone else, if Vulcan would have shown up, we need to quit damaging Gold Fury because his ultimate could secure that, and that's something that you really have to avoid. Now, while my team's putting up the pressure in the duo lane, I'm going to go ahead and head in on this mid lane. And I used the tridents to see maybe they did more damage, but they don't do anything else to turrets or towers, so don't worry about that. We head over. That ultimate, guys. Oh, that ultimate, it's ridiculously hard. And I'm going in on this tower. The T1's still up. How's the T1 still up? Let's go ahead and head over there, take it out, and, you know, our Capri is tanking it, but he's getting low. I'm going to hit that Meditation Cloak again on him, heal him up a bit, and then we're going to finish off this tower. You know, luckily our tier rotated over, and he's tanking it for us. Now let's drop this wave. You know, that one has just such great wave clear. Dodge that Vulcan ult, and then head back into this tower. We're making the plays, guys. Now, I think we're being a little too aggressive with this tower. I think it'll be a much better choice to stay out and deal with the tower. And you can see I'm kind of staying over here in case we start retreating, but we're just going to go in. Okay, you know, let's make it happen. Now, Thanatos shows up, and guys, and this is exactly why, you know, staying in that tower, staying on the other side of the tower, we should have been concentrating on the objective, and 2 of us end up going down there. 2 of us for a Thanatos, you know, that's not that great. Unfortunately, their Chronos ended up DCing after that, and, you know, is what it is. But, hey, well, we're doing a pretty decent job so far. Now, if you see this Capri, he's got 3 health. He's got 3 health. Oh, that passive on him kept him alive. Oh, that was lucky. Great job, man. Now, once we spawn back in, we're actually just going to march down our mid lane. You know, that's really where everything happens. You know, let's kind of get everybody situated. You know, get everything going correctly. Let's get this wave pushing. Keep that pressure up, and this is going to allow us to rotate. You can see Vulcan's right here. We're going to go ahead and ult. He's gone. He's gone. Oh, man. And you see, we didn't even use our 1 there. The burst damage is ridiculous on Poseidon. From here, we're actually going to head over to this T2 on the solo side, and you can see Thanatos is doing the same thing to our tier 1, or he's diving the T1, taking it out. No problem. Let's just concentrate on the towers. I feel we've done very well in the kills, but let's go ahead and get those towers down. My team's able to rotate on that Thanatos, take him out, and then they end up surrendering. You know, GG, this was a really, really fun match, and that burst damage, oh, it's insane. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this Poseidon guide. I really hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, show me some love. Leave me a comment, think about subscribing, add me on Smite, guys. I'd love to play with y'all, and of course, we have our clan, Scurvy Dog Crew. Feel free to join. Well, again, guys, thanks, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.